Well, it's clear that Justin Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland have no plan to get the budget back to balance. You know, the solutions of the problems today cannot be solved by simply announcing billions of new dollars in spending and hoping it'll go away. You know, as mayor of Huntsville, we had balanced budgets every year. We would set aside the money needed each year for capital upkeep of our assets so that the services people relied on were protected. That's leadership. It was the right approach for our town, and it's the right approach that is lacking in Ottawa. Three things I'd like to focus on today: housing, national defense, and making life more affordable. Federal government policy has fueled the housing crisis across Canada, and while announcing billions of dollars sounds like action, the reality is it's a distraction from the hard work that needs to get done. We need real leadership on the housing crisis from Ottawa. The Government of Canada needs to leverage the power it has in funding infrastructure and transit projects and work with other levels of government to get homes built. The federal government can set hard targets of building new homes and density requirements in cities, tie it to the money it spends on infrastructure. This will create a culture of building rather than bureaucratic blocking, and make it so young people can afford to buy a home and new Canadians will have a place to live as well. On national defense, the women and men in Canada's armed forces deserve better. 7 years after cancelling the purchase of F-35s, Justin Trudeau is finally doing the right thing and buying new fighter jets for our Air Force. But that's not enough. Our allies are literally forming new alliances without us. Canada needs to meet its commitments to our NATO allies and spend 2% of GDP to build up Canada's armed forces. We need to make sure our armed forces get the equipment and personnel they need to keep us safe. We need to end the problems of procurement that are bungled by bureaucrats and left as somebody else's to-do list, never getting accomplished. Set the right policies, budget the right amount, and year after year we will build up our armed forces so they can keep Canadians safe and increase our position and power around the world. The biggest issue today is the government making life so unaffordable. Canadians are struggling every day to afford expenses as inflation continues to hit 30-year highs. The carbon tax is going to continue to climb. Grocery bills are going to continue to climb. The impact leaves Canadians poorer. We need a new approach in Ottawa. We need to make life more affordable for Canadians. And if you're as disappointed about Trudeau policies than I am, then join me. If you want to see real, responsible fiscal policy and more economic growth, get involved in our campaign. Visit VoteScott.ca and sign up to make a difference. Let's bring a new approach to Ottawa that delivers results for people and unites Canadians. Thank you.